Mercedes-Benz CLA has long been one of the brand's most popular and most loved models thanks to its stylish coupe-like looks and upmarket interior. This new one does look quite a lot like the old one, but it's on an all-new platform and it introduces a new electric powertrain for the very first time, like what I have here. This is the CLA 200. But is it any good? Well, that's what I'm going to tell you in this video. You can get the new CLA as a petrol hybrid or full battery electric with a few different battery options. But if you are trading in your old CLA for a new one, I would seriously consider going for the electric because I do think it gives you the best power and refinement for your money. This is the CLA 200 electric in the AMG Line trim level. So it's actually a modest battery within the range. It's the smallest, 58 kilowatt hour, but you still get up to 529 kilometers. Now there's also the 250, the 250 plus, and the 350 4MATIC. The best for range being the 250 plus with up to 790 kilometers. Mercedes hasn't messed with the styling of this too much. It's definitely a gentle evolution. It still has that classic CLA coupe-like silhouette. They've definitely put a lot into making this very sleek and aerodynamic so that it can slip through the air in the most efficient way possible. But it still has enough definition to give it that curb appeal that you expect of a premium car. Really with this, it's all about the details. So the three-pointed star in the headlights and this dazzling array of stars in the traditional grille area. It's gorgeous in this red, and this is an AMG line, so it gets the extra sporty AMG line styling. This one also has the night package, so you've got 19-inch alloy wheels and a bit more gloss black detailing. Inside, it's hard to ignore the glamour of all the new digital technology. So you've got a new digital driver display that blends seamlessly into this large touchscreen. This has loads of functionality. You've got wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. There's a really good maps feature. And there's also a video and selfie camera, so you can do your business calls from the cabin of the CLA. The ventilation controls are included in the screen. However, they're always present at the bottom. But I do find the icons a little bit on the small side. You can also option another screen for your passenger. This one doesn't have it. Instead, you've got this solid gloss black panel with the three-pointed star logo, which does look very glam. Quality is a bit mixed in the new CLA. So for example, you've got this gorgeous panel and then underneath a very hard scratchy plastic glove box. So I'm finding that juxtaposition a little bit difficult to accept. It just doesn't seem finished right. Also, this material around the centerpiece, it's not all that luxurious for a vehicle like this. Now, this is finished nicely, as are the inside of the doors. The seats are another highlight. They're sporty, they're comfortable, finished in this suede and synthetic leather. The panoramic glass roof comes as standard across all CLAs. You've got wireless smartphone charging, heated front seats. However, if you want power adjustment for the front seats, you do have to add that as an option. Otherwise, they're manual. And I do think that's a bit mean in a luxury car like this. I'd like to see that featured as standard. Mercedes added a little more bling with the three-pointed star in the rear lights. So if you're sitting behind this in traffic, you'll know it's a Mercedes-Benz, and that probably is the point. It's quite discreet that it's electric as well. You've just got a CLA 200 badge there for this one, which is the 58 kilowatt hour. This is how you open the boot, and you get 405 litres, which is a bit less than the previous generation. You can get a shooting brake, which is a bigger volume, and a handy hatchback style opening boot. So do bear in mind that this is a narrow saloon style aperture, more difficult to get things in from the back. But those rear seats do split fold 40-20-40. I've been pleasantly surprised with the amount of space here in the back of the CLA. And a lot of that is down to the fact that there's no transmission tunnel anymore, so it just feels less cramped. I have plenty of legroom here sat behind myself, and headroom I have about that much extra. Obviously, if you had a very tall adult passenger, they might struggle. You also have to be careful getting in with that sloping roofline. There's ISOFIX on the two outer seats and then a centre armrest with cup holders. There's two vents and there's two USB-C ports. So what's it like to drive the CLA on Irish roads? Well, really very good, but let's start with the batteries. So there's a 58, 71 and 85 kilowatt hour. I'm driving that entry-level 58 kilowatt hour with up to a very respectable 529 kilometres of range. And the CLA's secret sauce really is its efficiency. So I'm averaging now about 13.1 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. Granted, I'm testing this in the summer, but it's doing really, really well, and it doesn't struggle to achieve that efficiency. You can well understand it when you look at the car because it's so sleek and aerodynamically styled. And Mercedes does a lot of experimental concepts, electric vehicle concepts, real high milers. So they've obviously taken a lot of learnings and insight from those concept cars and brought them into this road-going CLA, which is really great to see. This one has a 224 horsepower motor that's powering the rear wheels, 0 to 100 in 7.5 seconds. So it feels really swift and agile on Irish roads. No problems when it comes to power. You also have the dynamic select system, so you can move between eco, comfort, sport and individual drive modes. There's also a really good regenerative braking system, paddles behind the steering wheel, and you can move between a strong level but also a normal, none at all, and even an intelligent mode, and I find it a really, really good system. CLA feels good on Irish roads, so there's a lovely tautness and athletic nature to how it handles. And in fairness, CLA always had that sporty character to it, but it's not uncomfortable either, so it's not crashing around the place. It's a really good suspension that deals very well with Irish roads, but you have that tautness when you want it for that tight handling going around corners, good steering as well. It's just really natural and intuitive to drive. Refinement is good as well, so it's not too noisy, there's not excessive road noise either. So a nice refined premium car. CLA has a little innovation, a 2-speed transmission, would you believe? And this is an electric car. But basically in the first gear, that's all about that initial power to take off and the efficiency at low speeds around town. And then the second gear is for the power delivery and efficiency at high speeds on the motorway. And with that sort of efficiency, I would say it really works and it helps the drivability of the CLA. It sits on an 800 volt charging architecture, so that's some of the best in the business for ultra fast charging speeds. So you're talking 10 to 80% in 20 to 22 minutes depending on model. This one is up to 200 kilowatt. The biggest battery can charge up to 320 kilowatt, but even this one you're looking at 10 to 80% in 20 minutes. So it's really, really quick. That's all from the cabin of the new Mercedes-Benz CLA on Irish roads. There's definitely a lot to like about this new CLA. I think the electric is the one to go for if you need the power and refinement that you expect of a premium car. The range is excellent, the efficiency, even in an entry-level CLA 200 with the 58 kilowatt hour battery. I love the design of it. After all these years, it's so elegant, it's so sleek, and I think they've successfully modernized it as well. There are a few patchy bits to the interior, and the boot obviously has a few limitations as well, but altogether it's a really nice premium electric car. It's expensive, but it's nice. You can find more great car reviews over on changinglanes.ie or subscribe here if you like to see them in video. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.